My name is Genetrice Lam. I come here for 1 month now. I come here very sick because I have a lot of pain. Because don't sleep good, I don't eat good. I have in my legs a lot of pain in my chantas, legs. After come over here and then I start taking my supplementos and then don't eat a lot of like sugars and then like breads and they very good and then come helping for my stomach, for my pain. And then I feel before I have a lot of panic because I don't sleep, I don't drive. I come back and drive again. And then I see my eyes, I start, sometimes I put my glass away, say, where are my glass? Because I feel my eyes come better, very, for see far away, because I have far away, medium, and close. Still, and then I feel 9% better in my eyes. And more important for me because I start no walking good, and then I need some chair in the house for 3 weeks before I come here. And then now I feel walking, sleeping, no, they have no problem. I lose pounds. I lose 4 pounds.
You lost 4 pounds. You don't need your glasses anymore.
No, yeah. I start use glass here, like you see, but sometimes I no need because I take my glass, I see everything. Again, media far away, and this is I think I think people have to do what he did tell you. For eat different food, don't drink nothing can make a problem for like sugar in your body, because need you help when you take the supplementos, because this will help you and do some exercise in home and think positive for this to come. For me, come like 1 month before, 4 months now, I feel I'm 100% normal.
Yes. All right.
Yes,
Thank you so.
Thank you everything. Thank you everybody. Thank you God for this I have.
All right. Thank you so much.
You need your one, I can do that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy, and for about the last 2 years, I have been unable to sit in a chair without pain. I have been unable to sleep for more than a couple hours without getting up and needing to walk off pain. And the pain is quite often an 8 and sometimes a 9. Sitting is for maybe a couple minutes, and as I said, sleeping a couple hours. And I came to treatment here, and we have finally this last week discovered what was the final straw that made it better, and now I'm able to sleep for 6 to 8 hours at night. I don't wake up in pain anymore. I can actually get up and walk pain-free.
Before coming in, what kind of things did you try to do to get it better?
I went to physical therapy, and that made it a lot worse. I would say I was maybe walking around in a number 6 pain before therapy, and then it was a 9 after therapy, and I had to quit therapy. Mm-hmm. I also went and got platelet-rich plasma shots. I've had at least 4 of those, and I saw some short-term improvement, but no long-term improvement with that.
Mm-hmm. And now what's been different for the last week? What have you been able to do that you hadn't done the last 2 years?
Okay, the last week I've been able to walk around pain-free. I feel limber. I can bend and move without pain, and I'm excited about even more progress.
And what about sleep?
I can sleep all night without pain, without waking up in pain, and even when I get up in the morning, I can wake up without pain.
Awesome. And any words of advice if someone's been suffering with similar issues? You're even recommended to go to Mayo Clinic and get surgery, but we did this without surgery.
Yes.
Right.
Inside of myself, I just sensed that this was not a surgical issue, that it was something that was mechanical and could be taken care of by Dr. Motti and Dr. Robert. And I stuck with it, and I've been through a couple months of different therapies, and they are all helping.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Hi, my name is Mary Kramer, and I had a wonderful life before I had open heart surgery. And it was an emergency one, and it happened 4 years ago. And then I am very allergic to Western medicine, but I had to take my heart medicine, and I had to take my blood thinners. Those change your blood chemistries and your behavior and how you deal with life. I was meeting a new person. I didn't really like who I was, but I didn't know who I was. Managing my blood pressure and managing the changes. 6 months after I had this heart surgery, I was driving to the Y and I experienced a car crashing into the back of my car. I was just getting my stamina back from having the heart surgery when this accident occurred. That gave me lower back pain, first and third vertebrae, shoulder and neck injuries, terrible headaches, and neuropathy-like symptoms in my right foot. I couldn't even walk. So put that together with all I told you about before, and I explored many physical therapy, many doctors who wanted to give out their prescription pads and give me lots of drugs. I want my body to heal, and I know it could. My dear friend invited me to go and meet Dr. DeYoung at a dinner. I have been at this place and I've experienced, it's not easy, folks. When you come, remember, I had tried, exhausted almost everything in Western medicine, but I wanted to be able to sleep again. I wanted to walk again without pain. I didn't want to have back pain. And I was eating dumb foods just for comfort. Coming to functional medicine with Dr. DeYoung and Dr. Motti, they teach you with the wonderful work that they do to help you understand how to heal. Every time you come, it's going to be different. It's different for everybody. But for me, I'm going to tell you, they're very kind, wonderful people. You're going to learn things if you're open and you let your body heal. Work with them, believe in them, trust in them, and understand that your body can do things that you never even thought it could happen. Today, I will say, Dr. Motti to me is a Superman, a super lady, and Dr. DeYoung is DeYoung. He should have a cape and tights, because I'll tell you, they are awesome. They are wonderful people who can get you healed. I have very little pain in my foot. It surprises me now. My back is healed, my shoulder is healing, and I'm going to stop. For me, I have to stop eating sugar. I'm allergic with milk and gluten. This program really I kind of knew it my whole life, but I like those things and I wanted to keep eating them. Now if I eat them, my body tells me, you're not healthy. Health is everyone's, but you got to explore and you got to do things. And this functional medicine in Buffalo, Minnesota has been an absolute godsend.
What kind of things could you not do? Like you said, you couldn't walk. What kind of pain would you have if you tried to walk? Or what would that be, to give us a sense of what that was like?
Okay. No, seriously, I have gone from 10s. I would get up in the morning when the accident had occurred and I was working with physical therapy. I would have a 10 in the morning on all 3 sites. I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't do laundry. Walking was not easy for me to do. I have gone from a couch potato, seriously, for 1.5 years. I couldn't even get up and go to church. It hurt so much. And I never knew, because of the pain in my nerves, I never knew what to expect. but I knew the cold was hard on my body, so winters weren't something I could even be out and be active. I'm a grandma with 7 grandkids, and I wanted to play. I couldn't even bend. I couldn't get the clothes out of my dryer. I couldn't vacuum, but I'm just saying that I have really experienced since coming. Look at how quickly I forgot all those histories of my pain, because now I have no vertigo. That I struggled with that. The headaches were just absolutely horrible. They would stop me from reading. I couldn't do any of my quilting. I couldn't concentrate. Hey, I wasn't a happy wife for my husband because I was changing all the time, and I wasn't a happy camper. But I have found release from these things in my history. And Dr. DeYoung, he has a gift. And he will show you and teach you ways that you didn't even understand about your body and what's going on. But you're going to leave 20 years younger.
Are you able to do those things that you weren't able to do now, like laundry and walking, and are you able to do those?
Yes. I honestly delight in being able to get my clothes down to the wash machine and follow through with getting out of the dryer. I'm a weird lady. I iron pillowcases, and I really like to I'm back to having no wrinkles in those things. I can garden. I bend down now, and I can do weed picking out. I can do my flowers. I couldn't do that 3 years ago. I have learned to, and every time I get up, I'm not dizzy. That's new since coming to see you. And part of it too, it affects everything else, because if you have critical thinking skills, you can plan, and you can be more in control of what happens around you for yourself, so that you are calmer. And I didn't have those skills. I had them before the operation, but since then and the car accident, I'm a new person, because I can see in myself, my memory's better, my vision is even better. And honestly, I can tell, I wanted to do this because I want you all to know, be open-minded, let your heart fly, and understand you can be healed.
You comment on how your neuropathy is in your foot?
Well, today I can stomp on my foot. 3 years ago, that would send me into screaming pain. I have had treatments here that I didn't even know existed. And I have also massaged it myself at home when I had this treatments. But I can tell you, my memory's back on this one. When you have an injury and you get out of bed and you go, what is it going to be like today? And you're very careful. I actually had a limp. I went to see a doctor who watched and measured, and I was developing my hip was displaced because I was accommodating my right foot. And I didn't know it, but every time going up steps was horrible, but going down was impossible.
Mm-hmm. How's that now for you?
Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I like walking just to know I can. I do.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. I think, anything else you want to comment on, or is it good? No? Yeah.
Can I just say that his staff, you're going to meet some of the nicest people you've ever met, and that you trust, and they're knowledgeable, and they'll take very good care of you. Don't be afraid. You each need to understand this is really worth it for yourself, and discover the wonderful, wonderful blessings that are here.
Hello, I'm Tina Cromody, and I came to functional medicine because I was in a lot of pain, lower back into my legs, and I had pretty bad gut health. It was a struggle for me to bend over. It was a struggle for me to get up from sitting, and I'm pretty active, and it hurt. It hurt every single day. I would say for sure I thought about it all the time. And now I'd say I'm pretty pain-free. I can get up with no pain. I can do my regular job without thinking about the pain all the time. And my gut health has come a long way. It's been years of bloating and struggling. And now I don't have to worry about that because I got the right supplements that actually help me. And I'm very grateful, very, very grateful.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Deb Nyman, and I came to functional medicine May 1st of this last year. And I just wanted to tell you that I lost 30 pounds. Woohoo! And I sleep all night. Hey! I can go to the bathroom every day, which I couldn't do before. Everything was backed up, and my top area here, my stomach was distended. Wasn't digesting. I take Vitology vitamins, as I was going to say medicine, and that seems to be giving me a lot of energy. So yes, I feel great.
Okay, so if someone was suffering from severe constipation, feeling like they were bloated and overweight and all that, what would you suggest that they do?
Oh, come to functional medicine. They have everything you need. Every kind of digestive issues that you have, they can help you here.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Gail,
Okay.
and I came in here a couple weeks ago for my consult, and I had extremely bad knee pain.
How bad?
Like it was a 10. It was high. It hurt. I mean, it hurt to go up and down stairs. In fact, I kind of avoided stairs. I'd have my husband do everything going up and down. So then I came here and had my consult.
How long has the knee pain been a problem?
Probably 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And I have renal disease, so I can't have knee surgery until after I have my transplant. So I have to wait a year after that. So I had to come up with some alternative. So I came here.
And then, yeah.
And then I had, after my diagnosis, I found out I had a leaky gut. Because I'd always been having a queasy stomach and figured it was from my kidney disease. Well, I've been taking these supplements and I haven't been sick to my stomach at all.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, and it's only been a couple weeks.
Only been a couple weeks and it's already better.
It's already better.
And then what's the difference in the pain in the
My
knee?
knee today when I came in was pretty high again because I was walking a lot of stairs on vacation.
You went on vacation, you go ahead and share that. I mean, you were walking like national parks.
I was walking a national park and it said moderate trail. Well, it was a little bit bigger than moderate. It was steep stairs.
Yeah.
And they weren't really good stairs because it was mud
Yeah.
and logs for the stairway. So it was slippery besides. So
Okay. And we went from a
I
10
went
down
from a 10 down to about a 1 today.
about a 1 in about 10 minutes
10
maybe?
minutes.
Yeah.
Like that.
Amazing, right?
Yes, it was very
So-
nice.
Would look forward to keep helping you. I think this might be
This is number 2.
second treatment today.
Yep.
So we had a first visit and now we have, your today's.
Yep.
So very good. Back from vacation and now out of pain.
Happy.
Very good.
Hi, I'm
Thank you.
Carol. I came in about a month ago because I was afraid I was facing a knee replacement. I had serious complications from my other knee replacement and was looking for another direction.
How serious was it? The complications? What was it like?
It was critical. I spent 22 days recovering.
In the hospital?
I was going to say incarcerated.
Fair enough.
Hospitalized, and many months of physical therapy recovering. And I was starting to feel like my right knee was going in that direction. I was limping, I was having a lot of pain. And after treatment here, I am feeling 99% with my unsurgical knee.
Yeah.
And I just feel really good about it.
And do you feel you need knee replacement any longer?
No, I do not need knee replacement.
Yeah.
And we've also uncovered and treated a couple other issues that I didn't know I had.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Very
it's
good.
all good.
Very good.
Well, thanks for sharing. Yeah, so we get to treat your whole body and help your whole body rather than just only your knee, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's been great.
It's been great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah. Very good. Well, avoiding knee surgery, that's the goal. So
The goal is
and you think we
accomplished.
accomplished it. Okay.
We sure did.
Very good. Thank you.
My name is Kathy, and I came in here mainly because of my left knee that was bone on bone, and the pain in there, I would say between a 0 and a 10 was about an 8 or 9, and I was looking at having knee surgery done, but I gave this a try, and so far.
Did you have knee surgery on your?
Yes, my right knee. I had a total knee replacement.
Okay. So why didn't you want to have knee surgery on your left?
Because it was a very difficult surgery to have, and I really didn't want to go through it again, and I wanted to try something else that wasn't so invasive, and more natural.
Yeah.
So.
What did you try before coming in?
I tried a stem cell replacement, where they took stem cells out of my hip and shot them into my knee, which also was very painful. And that did not work for me at all. I had no results from that.
So still 8 or 9 out of 10 pain?
Oh yeah, it stayed the same.
Yeah.
There was nothing better from it.
Okay.
And so yeah, so now I'm like, after this, I've been pain-free. I would say pain-free, because like right now I'm standing here and I don't have any pain.
No pain?
And the bottom of my foot, my left foot as well, also had a very tender, painful area, and sometimes even hurt worse than my knee did.
How would you rate that from 0 to 10?
That would be like a 9.
That would be even a 9?
Yeah.
And now it's a?
Well, right now it's like a 1.
1?
Yeah. I'd say a 1.
And that's amazing, right?
It is.
Because we did that within a very short period of time, like 5 minutes?
Yes. Very quickly.
Yeah. And that has been your experience, even first time coming in and getting the myo-neuro done on the knee. What did you notice from?
Pretty much instant. As soon as I got up and stood on my feet, instant relief.
Instant relief.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel normal. I don't have pain.
Right. It's like a miracle.
Very good. I think this is maybe your 3rd visit. Does that sound right?
Yes, I think so.
Third visit. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, any recommendations of people suffering or thinking about knee replacement but don't want to get it done? Any advice?
Well, definitely. This is worth it. It's not just your physical health; it's also your mental health, which affects other things as well. They all work together.
Yeah.
And so I would definitely give it a try.
So you notice your mental health has improved also.
It has.
Yeah.
Very much so. More positive, more hopeful.
Right. Yeah, it's a big difference being out of pain, right? Just really helps everything. So, well, thank you for sharing.
Withers, and I'd like to tell you about my experience here at Functional Medicine in Buffalo. When I came in, I was feeling terrible every day. I felt like I got hit by a bus every morning, and I had very bad knee pain and swelling, which was affecting my ability to sleep. I couldn't do any of the things that I love. I'm a gardener. I couldn't get down to my garden to even plant. And it was affecting my job too, because I travel for work and I couldn't travel comfortably. I couldn't walk in the airport. I couldn't sit on the plane. I was in a lot of discomfort. And I didn't realize maybe how bad my diet was. But since I got my plan here and implemented slowly, gradually, a keto diet.
How long has it been now that
it's
over the
been
time frame?
3 months, about 3 months.
Okay.
And I started taking the supplements that were prescribed and having the treatments, and now I'm gardening every day. My knee bends, it's not swollen, and we had found and addressed a lot of other issues that I had as well. I feel a little creaky in the mornings, but that's to be expected at my age. But once I get going, I feel great. I have energy, my mind is clear, I'm effective at my job now, and I just feel good overall. I would highly recommend this treatment program.
The knee pain begin with 0 to 10. What would you say?
It was 8 and 9, like constantly, and now it's 0 most of the time unless I do something silly. Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
All right. So it's a great change. And
Fabulous.
yeah, well, thank you for sharing.
Very happy.
Donna,
And what brought you in?
my knees were having problems. I couldn't go up and down stairs like I wanted to. They hurt. One would give out, and now I can go, starting to go downstairs better.
Yeah,
And-
before you couldn't do that, right? Just going
Right.
down.
Right, I had to walk sideways,
Yeah.
and they're getting better, and they don't give out on me.
It hasn't given out since
No.
we started care.
And I can walk better, and my back don't hurt since he did that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
You notice the big difference, though,
Yes,
really.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. And you noticed that at your sister's house, you just walked right down the stairs,
Yeah.
no problem.
No, I had no problem going down her stairs, and
Yeah.
I'm still practicing
Yeah.
and that, so
Very
I
good.
hope it keeps going forever.
Yeah. Well, very good. Did we exceed what you expected?
Yes, I think so. It's
Yeah.
getting, like I said, it's getting better, so I
Yeah.
hope it clears. I don't have to think, and I don't, my back, like I said, my back doesn't hurt since you worked on it.
And how long has it been hurting previously?
Let's see, I got hurt in 05,
Mm.
so since then,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Been a long time, but now it's
Yeah.
starting to get better.
Yeah, the back is fine.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm
Well,
happy.
fantastic. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Sharon Pedersen. I live in Maple Lake. I've lived around this Wright County for about 35 years.
Yeah.
Um,
And what brought you in with, what do we have that
Well, I definitely have had some numbness in my feet, some dizziness, and
how long was that dizziness going on, approximately?
for several years, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten any better, and the numbness in my feet hadn't gotten any better. I don't know what I was waiting for, but
Yeah.
waiting for a miracle, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But it just my general health has been deteriorating, and obviously I'm not getting any younger, so I thought, let's give it a try, right?
Yeah. So the dizziness, how severe was it? Like, what would happen, and if you try to
I just always would hold on to something. Whenever I had to bend over, I would make sure that I could hold on to something while I was bending. I never actually fell, but there were a lot of times, and I would get kind of queasy just from having my head down and bending to do whatever I was doing.
Yeah. So activities during the day that you'd be weary of, like what kind of things?
Everything from taking care of my pets to doing the laundry to putting my shoes on. I usually would always sit down to put my shoes on. Socks were another problem.
Yeah. And if you'd hang on, but what the feeling was that you'd get out of balance, you would get queasy. And...
Yep, out of balance, or at times if it was extreme, it was the nausea, queasiness, whatever that.
Yeah.
The spinning of the room.
And since coming in, what changes have you noticed?
Definitely no dizziness when I bend over.
No dizziness bending over, so
No.
feeding the pets, doing your laundry.
I haven't discovered any kind of bending that's made me dizzy. So
yeah.
And then of course I had the pain in my jaw, and that's been alleviated.
That
entirely.
pain, yeah, the pain was like from 0 to 10 before.
Yes, and that was a biggie.
Yeah. How big?
10.
Yeah.
I really had. You just never knew in the morning if I could even wash my face, because I had, touching anywhere around my ears and my jaw, even with a washcloth.
Wow.
Would send severe pain into my ears, and I didn't really know where it was coming from. But
yeah. Did anyone?
Marty apparently found out where it was coming from.
Have you heard of trigeminal neuralgia? Did anyone give you that diagnosis of trigeminal?
The TMJ, I was told by a.
Hi, my name is Naomi, and I've been coming to functional medicine for about 2 years now. And when I came in, I was a bit of a mess with my health. I was having a lot of knee issues. I was in a lot of pain, and by following their protocols and their methods that they use here, I have absolutely no knee pain anymore, and that's really exciting. They had cured everything with my knee, healed my knee for me, and then I fell on that same knee and fractured it, and I was very disappointed. But within 10 days, they had me back walking, driving, no pain, everything taken care of. It's like a miracle. This place is amazing. And by following all of the protocols that they have and the advice that they have for eating and staying healthy, I've actually dropped 25 pounds with, truthfully, very little effort. I've been using the keto and some grain-free methods with my diet, and I don't feel deprived, and I have a lot more energy. And I recommend that if you're looking for some help, the answer is here. Thank you.
Hi, Mary Lou. I'm here. This is my first visit with the doc. I came in yesterday with 100% pain for the last 3 years.
So out of 10 being the most, you were a what?
100%.
Okay.
Head to toe in pain. Mostly the left knee and the right hip. And
Low back?
Low back. My left shoulder was starting to take effect. It was starting to feel the pain there.
And then how many years were you dealing with this pain?
3 years.
In 3 years, what levels of pain were you dealing with that whole time? In the knee and?
100%.
Just
I was
10 out of 10, as much as you get.
10 out of 10, as much as you get, and then some.
Yeah. And are you joking about that, or is it?
I'm not joking about that. It was the pain where, when it started in the right leg, the pain was so intense, all I could do was pace, and it was all I could do. I was taking 10 Aleve a day, and it wasn't taking away the pain. It was solid pain.
Yeah.
And it would go from the left knee to the right leg, and I was constantly, and I'm a construction worker, I stand all day long. It's incredible. And today, the left knee does not hurt right now after my first visit.
Like at all?
No, and it doesn't hurt at all. I got a warm feeling in there.
Mm-hmm. And then how about the right hip?
The right hip does not. The hip itself, I came in with my hip hurting today.
Like a 10 out of 10.
It was a 10 out of 10, and I have no pain in the hip. None.
And you walked down and up the hall, and
Up and down the hall.
it felt like it's hard for you to process that you're actually out of pain.
I can't comprehend I'm out of pain yet. There's no comprehension yet because I was so used to being in pain.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's not like not to be in pain.
It's been years.
It's been years. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Very long time.
Well, we hope that we just continue to get you better in all fashions and reasons why. And we addressed some major stuff today, yeah?
This is my moment.
Awesome. Well, very good. I'm glad that this is working for you.
It is.
Very good. Thank you.
I'm Barbara Fizette from Elk River, and I came because I've been having hip pain for 6 years, and this is my third bout of heavy pain. I have had a hip replacement surgery planned, and when I came in the first time, doctor pushed on 3 spots on my inside my hip.
What was it like before?
Oh, the hip fell down. When I'd stand, it wouldn't hold me, and I'd have to fall back in my chair.
Wasn't having strength, not having muscle.
I wasn't strong enough to stand on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd fall in the chair. So when I came in the first time, he worked on 3 spots on my whatever, and I stood up, and this hip was strong, and it stayed strong the whole time.
Yeah.
Now it's been at least a month.
Yeah, it's a pretty important thing that could be causing your hip problem in the first place, right?
Yeah.
And so then,
Then we had the surgery, and I had intense pain, and I kept coming in for treatments and indigestion stuff and a few other of my regular problems.
What'd you notice that day we worked on your hip? You had a lot of pain in the hip, and then we worked on it. And after your surgery, what'd you notice?
After those paddles at one time, it got stronger without pain.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Can I tell them about the bladder?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I was having incontinence problems, terrible incontinence problems for a long time.
With the bladder?
With the bladder. And he said my bladder had fallen,
So then he worked on that, raised it up, and I haven't dribbled since.
Awesome. How important is that?
How important is that? Great.
It's amazing, right?
It's a miracle.
But it also makes life great.
Kind of nice. You don't get embarrassed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Very good. And that's because it's a common problem. It's yourself.
Okay, I'm Bill Armstrong from St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Okay. And then you've had hip problems for how long?
For about 15 years.
Okay.
And I had chiropractor. I finally went to a chiropractor, and he took MRI, and said, yeah, you may have to have surgery in the future. But pulled and put a vibrator on my back and worked on that, and then I would go about every 2 years. I'd pull on my legs, and then I'd be okay. And actually, he became ill and got out of business. So I didn't go to anybody. So then I had quadruple bypass surgery, and my back was really getting bad, and I was getting dizzy. And I went to a doctor in St. Cloud, and they gave me shots in the leg, and said this should help. It's not a hip replacement, is what they told me. There was sort of a cyst. And
what kind of pain were you having with the hip?
I could hardly walk. Eventually, I ended up using a cane.
Yeah. If you'd say from 0 to 10, what kind of?
I was about on a 10 level.
You're on a 10 level.
9, 10.
How long was that going on for?
And
that you'd have?
That would go on. The funny thing about it would last for maybe an hour or two during the course of the day, and then the pain would go away after I'd exercise a little bit, and then it would come back. But during the course of the day, I'd probably go through that 3-4 times. And
for how many months or years?
Well, after I went to the doctor for the shots, that's been about 2 years ago. And they gave me shallow shots, and then they said, well, we have to go deeper. And they just didn't help. So I quit going.
Yeah.
I quit going. What happened, ended up getting a note from you folks that there was a meeting out of Coyote Moon my way, and said, hey, I've been looking for this type of situation for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And
so then you came in.
I came in.
Yep.
So we said, well, we'll try it.
Yeah.
Came down here, had my exam, and we decided, hey, we're going to try it.
When you came in, what kind of pain levels were you having in that hip?
I was having 9 and 10 pain all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I put the heat on.
The healing lights you used.
The healing light.
What did you notice from that?
From the healing light, that helped.
What did the pain level go down to?
But I wasn't able to get any of the other vibration, whatever you call that, deal.
PMF.
PMM.
Yep.
I wasn't able to do that because I had quadruple bypass surgery.
With the pacemaker, right?
So I did that for about a week, and then we came down and we started muddying.
So even just using the healing lights, what kind of change in your pain did you notice right away?
I automatically, after about a week, that's when I first had my next appointment for that full week. I mean, I religiously took it.
Yeah.
2 times a day, like you said.
Yep.
And
it went from a 9 down to.
It went from a 9 down to a 5, or 2 to 5.
Nice.
And then when I would start walking, I would be feeling okay. And then we came in for the mudding. And after my first mudding, I felt a great difference. I went down to a 0.
Wow.
For a short time.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that from what you told me that this is going to take a while.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it's going to depend upon me.
Yeah. And so now today, even in the last week, from you coming in at a 9, 8 or 9 out of 10,
yes.
You've been, what's the hip been?
today I'm a 0.
0.
And this,
this is our, say, 3rd week? Maybe 3rd week?
This
Work
is our
with
3rd
me.
week, yeah. This is our 3rd week. And I have a few more muddings to go today, and then I'll be done with that.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend it. As we talked, I told you, there's a lot to medicine that we don't know about. And I firmly believe in it. I hunt, and I have a hex suit. I know that my body gives off electrical energy, and I've seen it, observed it in hunting, and I know that it happens in human beings, and I just firmly believe in what you're doing.
Yeah, it's made a big difference.
It's made a huge difference. I'm not going to have hip surgery, and I'm not going to have pain. But a lot of it's going to depend upon me following through and doing what I'm told to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you like to comment on the dizziness that you were having every day?
I was having what would you call vertigo?
Mm-hmm.
Really a balance problem.
Yeah.
And that's gone.
Nice. So you noticed that in the last couple of weeks too?
Yes, that happened. That happened about a week and a half ago. I told my wife, I forgot to mention to you that, hey, that's gone. It's gone.
That's great.
It's great.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I'm just wondering when they're going to incorporate this with other medication.
Yeah.
I know it's not covered some of this is not covered by my insurance, but I really recommend it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for sharing.
My name is Kathy, and I came in to see Dr. Robert. I saw an advertisement, and my sister and I went, and we talked a little bit. I came in for my knee because I've been having problems with my knee for quite some time. And they wanted to do a knee replacement, and I was very scared about that because I've seen people that had it done, and it's a pretty painful process, and I just wasn't sure about it. So I came in and they started working on my knee, and that got so much better. And then they realized that I wasn't really able to move my arm. I had a mastectomy that the doctor really didn't know what he was doing. I was sent in an emergency because I had swelled up from an infection, and he just started doing all kinds of things. And when I woke up, he told me that I'd be on oxygen since I came on oxygen. I had never been on oxygen in my life. And so it was a long road. Then I realized I couldn't move my arm up and down, and I couldn't curl my hair or comb my hair. And after I came in, they started working.
How painful was the area also?
On that section, because there was so much pain that it would bring tears in my eyes if I'd even touch it. And underneath too. And I found out all the muscle tissue was it was all like shoved into one place, and they discovered the way to get all the muscles moving. And now I can, comb my hair. I can, I don't have a pain in my back, shoulder, or in the front. And
how many years ago was that surgery?
That was about 5 years ago.
And then were you in constant pain every day since because of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that part about having to wear something, that fills you in, it was that you couldn't touch yourself, you just would stay away from.
I mean, would it be extremely painful? Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was just like it was on fire, just all the time.
Yeah. And what change there have you noticed since the care?
Yeah, I've been actually putting oil on every night, and and, massaging a little bit, and it doesn't hurt. I can't even tell that it happened anymore.
Yeah.
And it's a complete change.
I mean, is it life-changing, just that
Yes,
one thing?
that one thing, and my knee. And now my grandson the other day said to my daughter, Mom, why is Grandma walking faster than us? He says, I'm just used to walking slow like she does. And, it was kind of nice to hear, and now I've been practicing, kneeling on the floor and getting up.
Yeah.
Because I do like to work in the garden.
Yeah.
And last year, I kind of would hoe and make the hole and then, let everybody else do the planting, And that's kind of the fun of it, being able to go out and plant and get down there and pick up stuff. And I wasn't able to do that. This year I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
And I like to do flowers, and this way I should be able to get down there and do the flowers too.
Yeah. So do you think you're going to avoid the knee surgery?
Oh, no, I won't even think about surgery.
No, not even. Right?
No.
And then also, I mean, you want to let anyone else know who's had any other surgeries that have been...
There is help. You just have to come in and tell your problem, and you and your partner, Dr. Mahdi, will find a way, find a cure, find a way to take care of things. And that's what you're trained for, and other doctors really aren't, because they just say, well, there's nothing we can do.
And that's what you've been told?
Yeah.
At that point? Yeah.
That's what I've been told. And my knee, when I'd go in, they'd take the fluid out, give me a cortisone shot, and say, well, you can come back in 6 months if it swells up again.
Yeah.
Now the swelling is just going away a little bit every week, I can notice. So
yeah, very good.
And it makes it feel very much better.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, so pre-accident,
introduce yourself.
I'm Allison, who was in an accident. My name's Allison. I came here to Functional Medicine Center because I was recovering from a post-concussion syndrome. I was in a motorcycle accident 3 years ago, and prior to that, full-time business owner, mental health counselor, fully functioning, not a lot of problems in my life. Accident was 3 years ago, and my whole life stopped. Everything changed. Broke my neck. Have been in recovery. It was in a neck brace for 13 weeks, and I discovered post lots of treatments that that being in that neck brace probably set my visual field into a frozen state. And so when I was trying to recover, it made it super hard because turning my head was not easy. So I've done a lot of treatment, but I came to a point where in order for me to function, be able to be out in the world, I was using a cane to walk. I was using a hat 24/7, well, not when I was sleeping, because then I was in the dark. Earplugs to go into any situation. Being in stores was terrible, hated all that. The stimulation was way too much. So when I showed up here at Functional Medicine Center, I walked in the door.
Dark glasses too.
Dark glasses, yeah. Cane, hat, and that was my normal. That's who I was. And I have spent the last 3 weeks here doing intensive treatments, and I do not use a cane anymore, and I'm able to be out in the world without my hat on. If I wear a hat now, it's because I'm in my convertible and I don't want my hair blowing in my face, which is a totally different reason. The glasses that I do wear have prisms and what are called ocular binasals. I do a lot of vision therapy, so I'm hoping to get out of those at some point. They do transition to sunglasses, but wow, have I come a long way.
Will it be able to turn your head?
Oh yeah, and watch this. Da, 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 da. And the other day, I went to open my car door, and rather than turning my whole body to open the door, I was like, hey, I'm just opening the car door, like turning and looking at it. And when you go 3 years without turning your head, that kind of stuff is noticeable. So thanks for reminding me of that.
Yeah.
It's really big.
Anything else with that emotionally different because of what we've done here? Is that
Yeah.
something you've noticed?
Specific, like, should I go QNRT emotion or, yeah, concussion? Lot of breakthrough crying, a lot of depression, not feeling stable, feeling so discouraged and so depressed about my limitations and not being able to do the work that I love to do. And I just have a complete sense of hope. I have a so different picture of there's possibilities for me. I don't have the breakthrough crying like I did at all.
Nice.
I just feel so hopeful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Sherry, and I came out here because I've had a lot of pain in my back and neck for many, many years, like 30 years. And in treating that, I also got treatments with the QNRT, and really was shocked at the amount of change that happened that I wouldn't have even expected. Like things that, you know, you don't realize that you're doing. Like, I'm that person who goes around and around and around and like works on this thing and that thing. Next thing you know, the house is a mess. I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm letting go of perfect. I'm letting go of having to be in charge of everything and control of everything all the time. My confidence is a lot better. I'm gonna peek at my notes here. So yeah, you know, I'm able to say no to things too, and yet still be doing nice things for people. I feel more generous, like with the money and with my time, and just wanting to be there for people, which is really an interesting shift in who I am. So it's been like far better than I expected.
Yeah. And what do you notice change in the neck pain and such that you
like,
came in for 30 years of?
Yeah, like it's like probably on a scale of 1 to 10, like a half right now. I mean, it feels remarkably well, and I mean, it would just hurt from here all the way down, and then my whole back would get into it, and I'm feeling great right now, which is awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So at the worst, that pain down that neck, what was the pain?
Oh, it'd be like a 10 at the worst, because it would just get horrible, just horrible. And I, you know, and you just kind of like put up with it at some point, but I don't have to put up with it, so it was worth it.
Gotten down that 10 down to maybe a half.
Yeah.
And not having to suffer with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty good. And then I think you did a good job explaining it. So.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Summer, and I have been coming to Dr. Robert and Dr. Mahdi for about 2 months now, seeing amazing results. Before coming here, I was in chronic, constant, widespread pain. I was having numbness in my arms, really bad neck pain where my head felt almost like too heavy to hold on my shoulders. My right shoulder blade was constantly having nerve pain shooting down my arms, down my lower back. I was having lower back pain. That was same thing, shooting pain of nerve pain down both of my legs, through my butt, down my into my like hips and my thighs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. How long was it all going on for?
Probably 15 years at least, I would say. I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 14. I was hit by a car walking on the sidewalk, hit from behind when I was 12, almost 13 years old, and it kind of all came together and manifested into like autoimmune. I had right knee pain that was really bad. I'd had multiple surgeries on my right leg. Right knee pain that was so bad that I would limp a lot. I would have numbness in my feet, pain in my feet where I couldn't walk by the end of the day. So I was kind of trapped in this like world where I wasn't able to do the things that I used to do. Mm-hmm. And now I am able to
what kind of things would you be able to do? Like how, like really, like in life?
Regular life things that people do, from cleaning to getting even out of bed in the morning. I mean, there was days that I couldn't get out of bed because I was in so much pain. So I was felt isolated and like kind of trapped in this box where I couldn't really.
Probably the last 13 years or.
God, at least the last 13 years for sure have been really, really bad. So I think it's just progressed into so much toxicity and so much stuff that it was definitely affecting me. Migraines, I had daily. I woke up with a headache and I went to bed with a headache every single day. There wasn't a day in the last 10 plus years that I didn't have a headache that I can say.
And so now in the last Now what's it like? What's your body like now living? What's
I
different?
get up. I'm excited to get up. I do things that I wasn't. I'm on my feet all day. I'm not like really sedentary anymore. Like I'm constantly moving. I don't have headaches. My neck isn't hurting. I have no numbness in my hands or my feet.
Right knee.
My right knee, I haven't had any pain in that for like a month, I would say, really. It's like remarkable. It's crazy.
And then as far as autoimmune, have you noticed differences?
I haven't had any flare-ups, no flare-ups. Before also, like usually with my my cycle every month, so I get shingles on my back, which we've been working on.
Every single month that would happen.
Yeah, like every 4 to 6 weeks, I was getting shingles on my back every time I would start my period. I was getting that, so that's improved drastically.
And emotionally with that, what was different?
Like 7 to 10 days before I'd get my period, I would just be as angry as someone could get. Pretty much. So that affected me, where like my hormones must have been out of whack on that part.
Have you noticed a difference with that now?
Absolutely. Huge difference on that kind of thing. So I just feel overall like a huge, like, I don't know, sense of like well-being and calm, and my body doesn't hurt, and
so like
anxiety,
last weekend,
depression, like I've stopped any kind of medications. I tried everything before that. I've been going to doctors for over 20 years with zero relief. So
in these 2 months or even 1 month, you've seen
in 1 month, I mean, in the first 2 weeks, I saw a huge improvement. That's, I mean, honestly, in the first like couple weeks, there was a huge improvement, and it's just been getting better ever since. So I'm able to spend my days. I can clean my house in the morning. I can go on the river all day, or go boating all day, and come home and still make dinner for 20 people and
not hurt
and not be in pain and not be limping by the end of the day, where like I can't even be on my feet anymore. And then it takes me out for a week after that. Like, so if I overexhaust myself, like I wouldn't be able to do anything for the next week to 2 weeks, because it would send me into like inflammation or into like a full whatever you call it, an episode where I would get really bad, and that's not happening. It's like every day I'm able to get up and go and do things.
So if other people are experiencing a lot of pain or autoimmune, what would you explain to them of what hope is out there for them?
Absolutely. It was crazy, because I just thought this was going to be my life. Like this was going to be for the rest of my life, that I was going to experience that kind of pain and discomfort, and that kind of like up and down depression and anxiety, and not being able to really commit to plans with people because you didn't know a week from now how you're going to feel. So it was kind of like you always felt like kind of flaky in that aspect, and now I just like I'm able to go. So that's good. Yeah, I love it.
That's amazing. So, well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Don, and this started out about 50 years ago. I was in my mid-20s, and I started experiencing severe pain in my neck, and they had different degree levels, and sometimes it was terrible. It'd take me to my knees, and it could happen anytime. I could be walking across the street, I'd get it. I'd be at church or wherever. In the shower, didn't make any difference. And it went on for a few years, and then it went away until about 2016, 17, it started coming back. And it got so bad in 2017 that I went to a doctor, and actually prior to that, 16, and they prescribed muscle relaxers, which didn't work at all. Then in August of 2017, I got this flyer about a demonstration for different pain relief, or helping people, and one of the items on there was severe neck pain or like electric shock, and I said, that's me. I went there and took the treatments, and then by that fall, it went away. So 2.5 years later, it's back again, and last night I had the worst I ever had and went on and off for an hour. But so I'm back here today at the clinic, and hopefully they can help me with this.
Okay, thank you, Don.
Okay, I'm Don Purcell. I came to Dr. DeYoung and his staff about a little over a month ago with these sharp electric pains in my neck, and I've been taking treatments for it, and up to this point seems to be getting better. I mean, they're not happening like they used to, and hopefully it'll continue that way. And haven't had one since the last.
Was it last week?
Yeah, since last week. So.
So.
That's about it for now, I guess.
Pretty much. All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
My name is Ron Foreman. I'm from St. Michael, Minnesota. I'm here in Buffalo, and I'm here because I've had back pain and neck pain for most of my adult life. Well, my adult life and longer than that. Neck has been close to 60 years, and my back, I would say, maybe 45 or 50, somewhere in that area. Let's see. I've tried to do some golfing the last couple of years, but my back would not allow that, and because the pain shut down my legs, I couldn't walk the course or anything like that, so that was pretty negative. And I've tried just about every chiropractor in this part of the country, plus I had surgery here about 10, 12 weeks ago, and that helped, but it was pretty painful for quite a while. And then instead of being both legs, it kind of shifted to my left. And so I'm here with the doctor, and I've been coming for about 6 or 7 days now.
What kind of pain levels were still there after the surgery?
After the surgery, I would say on certain days they'd be as high as, that's hard, you know, the numbers. I would say at least 8.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that the pain had shifted from right to left.
So down to leg too?
Yes, and then it created a couple other things. My lower leg on my left side started to hurt, and that never did before. So my coming here now with these new things that they do, I have my neck is completely fine, doesn't hurt at all.
And that's the first time in 60 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
amazing.
Hard. Well, I'm old, you know, 60 years. I was 16 playing football in North Dakota, and that's where I heard it. And my back is relatively pain-free now. I can sleep at night. Before, I was always up by 4 o'clock in the morning because it was painful.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a shot at golfing. I'm going south in a couple of weeks, and I'll be down there for a period of time. I really can't thank the doc any stronger. I have to say a couple of things are a little strange. He asks you to say things that you probably haven't said since you're 4 years old, but that's all right. I'm very happy. I feel like they put you on a vitamin type of program, and I feel it's going to, well, I'm going back for a big high school reunion, and I want to lose about 40 pounds. I think I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
So really your whole body's getting healthier and stronger.
Yeah.
And you know, it's been, today is a 6th day, like tomorrow will be a week that you've actually did your exam.
Yeah.
So, from being everywhere else, having surgery, what's your impression of coming in? Like, what would you recommend for others?
Well, I recommend you come, and they will set up a program specifically for you, and you may go home some nights pretty tired, but that's beside the point. I mean, I've tried, like I mentioned, a lot of chiropractors. I've had surgery. I did deep tissue tissue massages. I swam a lot doing laps and stuff, and after I had surgery, I couldn't do that any longer, but now I'm starting back. So I would say, come on in. He's in Buffalo here, you know, it's not far.
Yeah.
And
well, thank you for sharing, Ron.
Sure.
Go.
Hi, I'm Mark. I've had problems for the past 2 years, literally 8, 9 pain in the morning. I've tried cortisone shots from a medical doctor. I've been to 2 other chiropractors. They pretty much did nothing. My orthopedic surgeon would do nothing. So I came out here pretty much as a last resort, and this has absolutely been amazing.
Yeah. What happened? What changed?
Very little pain in my hands. Little stiffness now, but I've only been coming here about a week and a half.
Yeah.
And it's just feeling absolutely great.
And it was a constant pain before.
Oh, constant pain.
Yeah.
I tried compression gloves. I tried, half finger gloves, strap my hands, wrap my hands. So.
Yeah. What kind of things was it preventing you from doing?
Oh, I like to do a lot of mechanic work, woodwork, stuff like that, and it was just very hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you couldn't pick up a nut and a bolt if you tried.
Yeah. So from before coming in, you got 8 to 9 when you wake up in the morning, and now what's it?
I'm probably maybe a 1,
maybe
1.5 or 2 at the most.
And even through the day, normally it'd be, what levels would it be at best during the day?
No, it's great during the day before. Great. Maybe it'd get down to maybe a 5, 4 maybe, but that's with too much Advil. I take no Advil anymore. I take no pain medication at all anymore.
Yeah. So. What did you find helped? Well, I mean, there's multiple things that helped, but like we did the pilotherapy. We did. Any comments on that about the pilotherapy?
It's a little different than mud treatments, but it must do something because I'm feeling much better.
Yeah, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing yourself.
I am Nancy Byerly, and I have had neck pain on my right side for over 20 years, debilitating to the point where I couldn't move it very easily at all to the right. I could only turn it so far, which made a difference, when I tried to drive the car or something. Mm-hmm. I had a hard time being able to turn my neck and look, so I'd have to turn my entire body.
Yeah.
Even when I would sit down to dinner or something, I had to make sure what side I was sitting on, whether I could talk to my husband or the person next to me. So a lot of times I always tried to sit on the far right and have no one on my right side.
Yeah.
And now after 20 years, then I find Dr. Robert Young, I'm able to move my neck again.
Yeah.
So, I never used to be able to do that.
And what did you notice made a big difference? The interference fields and fixing those, you noticed?
Right.
That's what made it.
Yep. It's made a huge difference. And I don't have pain. I've gone through so much money going through pillows, thinking that was the answer, to try and find the right pillow, and it never was. Never worked. And when at night, I would wake up several times at night because of my pain. I don't do that anymore, at least not from the pain, from the neck pain, because I don't have the neck pain anymore.
That's amazing. It's just to be able to change something you've had it for 20 plus years.
Yep.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy, and for about the last 2 years, I have been unable to sit in a chair without pain. I have been unable to sleep for more than a couple hours without getting up and needing to walk off pain. And the pain is quite often an 8 and sometimes a 9. Sitting is for maybe a couple minutes, and as I said, sleeping a couple hours. And I came to treatment here, and we have finally this last week discovered what was the final straw that made it better, and now I'm able to sleep for 6 to 8 hours at night. I don't wake up in pain anymore. I can actually get up and walk pain-free.
Before coming in, what kind of things did you try to do to get it better?
I went to physical therapy, and that made it a lot worse. I would say I was maybe walking around in a number 6 pain before therapy, and then it was a 9 after therapy, and I had to quit therapy. I also went and got platelet-rich plasma shots. I've had at least 4 of those, and I saw some short-term improvement, but no long-term improvement with that.
And now what's been different for the last week? What have you been able to do that you hadn't done
The
previous
last
2 years?
Okay, the last week I've been able to walk around pain-free. I feel limber. I can bend and move without pain, and I'm excited about even more progress.
And what about sleep?
I can sleep all night without pain, without waking up in pain, and even when I get up in the morning, I can wake up without pain.
Awesome. And any words of advice if someone's been suffering with similar issues? You're even recommended to go to Mayo Clinic and
Yes.
get surgery, but you know, we did this without surgery.
Yes.
Right.
Inside of myself, I just sensed that this was not a surgical issue, that it was something that was mechanical and could be taken care of by Dr. Motti and Dr. Robert. And I stuck with it, and I've been through a couple months of different therapies, and they are all helping.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
Hi, I'm Deb, and I have been dealing with a lot of chronic pain and inflammation. I've had circulation in my legs, a lot of circulation issues, both legs. I've had a hip and a knee replacement. I have a left knee that I was told I needed a knee replacement. My legs feel like, my feet feel like I'm walking on pillows from the time I go to bed.
Glass.
And until I get up in the morning, and I feel like I'm walking on glass, broken glass, just very painful.
How long has it been that way?
So I've been having this for like about 5 years, and it's been progressively getting worse. And so I'm looking for different alternatives to try to get well. So I came to Dr. Robert, and he said, "What can I do for you?" And I said, "I'd like to have a new lower half of my body. I can't handle this anymore." And he said, "Well, okay, let me take a look at it." So here I've been here 1 week, and I feel amazingly better. I don't have the pillow, feel like I'm walking on pillows or broken glass. My knees feel so much better. And I just, overall, I feel amazingly better. So I'm really
Are you
thankful.
surprised that you feel this good in a week?
I am shocked. I am shocked, and I'm grateful, and I'm glad that I was recommended to come here. So thank you, Dr. Robert.
And who recommended you come here?
I was recommended by Andrea Henderson. And I've actually talked to another patient of yours that I haven't even told you about yet. And she, like me, was very skeptical and said she couldn't stand chiropractors and you were not going to crack her neck. But she trusted you, and she's doing amazing. So she highly recommended you. So
Okay.
I'm glad I'm here.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yep, you're welcome.
Introduce myself. Okay, I'm Eliana Turner. I just wanted to let you know how good I'm feeling and how I was feeling before. I was in pain like 24 hours for many years, to the point where sometimes I wouldn't get out of bed. And now I can walk up and down the stair, and I feel I have energy.
Yeah.
So I recommend this to everyone.
Where was the pain at before coming in? Where did you have pain?
Where it was? It was everywhere, in my arms, in my legs, in my knee, in my toes, in my back.
And how extreme was the pain? 0 to 10?
Bad. It was bad, real bad, the pain. Yes. Sometimes I just don't want to go out because I was just like almost screaming, all the time. So.
Yeah. What kind of, how many years has it been?
Yeah. Well, I have had pains most of my life, but since I was young. But in the past 10 years, it's gone out of control.
Yeah. I'm sure you've tried many other things. Have you tried many other things?
Well, I used to take a lot of Tylenol and Motrin and things, and nothing. Well, all it did was affect my stomach.
Yeah.
and I wouldn't take anything. I would take pain.
Yeah. And what have you noticed? I think it's been 3 visits now?
Yeah.
And what's different now?
Oh my God, I can walk, I can sleep, I don't feel pain.
Is the pain all gone?
Just about completely.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm really happy.
Yeah. So good to see. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Anna Turner. I came here and I was a basket of pain. From head to toe, I couldn't barely walk. I wasn't getting any sleep. I couldn't do the housework. It was really bad. And now I feel like a new person. I can clean the house, I can take walks, I can enjoy my granddaughter. I just great.
Could you walk before? What would you not do? What kind of activities would you
I
avoid?
barely could walk because after walking a little bit, I felt like my body was like broken in half. My top was going forward, and even my granddaughter noticed it and told me a couple of times what's wrong. And I couldn't do anything in the kitchen because the pain would start in my back and come to my chest and was terrible, my arms. I couldn't fold clothes, I couldn't do anything.
When you say bad pain, 0 to 10,
Bad
how
pain.
bad was it?
Oh, my God, it was terrible. It was to a 9 and a 10 sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It was really bad. And now, like yesterday, I cleaned my whole house and I didn't have any pain. I was able to do it.
Yeah. And so.
So that made me feel very good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy now.
All right.
Yes.
Well, very good.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you can understand how it feels like to be in great amount of pain and activities that you want to do in your life.
I could not even sleep because of the pain.
Yeah.
So.
How often were you waking or were you not?
Well, I had a very hard time going to sleep because of the pain. Then I would wake up just sometimes like screaming because of the pain in my back or my hips, anywhere I could have been.
And now that's all gone?
Oh, yes, thank God.
All right.
So thank you for being here.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing with everyone.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Islam. A few years ago, I have a big car accident when I broke my 2 legs. This has affected me in about more than 6 years. I can walk and good, have pain all night. I can sleep, and then I have a lot of stress because all night pain, I sleeping, and then no eat because I'm very nervous. And then now I have fulfilled, not finished my I'm here in the clinic, but I feel very well. I come back to sleep again. I eat again. I walk and move my legs very good. Still sleep and drive again.
You weren't able to drive before?
I don't drive before because I drive before. After this for 2-3 years now, I have panic. I don't want to drive because I'm not sleeping, and because I'm not sleeping, because I don't eat good, and then I have pain all night. To get up, I'm scared. 3 weeks before I come over here in the clinic, I start to walk. My husband have to take me in the bathroom. I feel very sick and just this. And then one day, when I get up in the morning, I see in my face book this clinic here. And then I say, my husband, bring me there. And then my husband say, last doctor I go send you because I send you a lot of doctor, nothing work for you. He say, this is forever. And now I'm 100% good. I come back my life again.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Thank you, Dr. Hobbs exists for making people very well. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Cheryl, and before coming to here, I had issues with my shoulder. I could work my buns off, and the next day have pain brushing my hair, reaching for something. I also saw that I would do something and my arm would drop or be so painful going up. There's no way I could lose groceries. I was concerned about any infants that I might be in care of, could not lift up to a diaper changing table or down from without maybe losing them, and this side's not that strong. It's not my dominant side to depend on. And since coming here, I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm not trying to say it's a miracle, but I'm lifting things and moving things, and the next day I appear to be fine. And it's not enjoyable by any means, but it's definitely been helpful to me.
Yeah, yeah. And like, do you feel you can count on your shoulder now?
I believe I can. I mean, like I said before, it'd be at any time lifting up a glass of water. It's not heavy by any means, but just that action could make my arm drop, and there's broken glass, little spilled liquid, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And I didn't change to my other side, but at least now I can depend on that. Whatever I'm doing, I can use my right hand.
Yeah. Yeah, and so you haven't had any of those drops since starting care,
not
right?
starting here.
And then
In
how
a
many?
month-ish.
Yeah, it's been about a month. You
yeah.
say? Okay.
Started in the beginning of the month.
All right. Well, very good. Well, thank you for sharing.
Hi, this is Gail Raleigh.
What brought you in? What kind of things?
I had a lot of issues, pain all over my body, and couldn't drive. My foot hurt so bad I couldn't even push down on the gas pedal. Worked my way here to see Dr. DeYoung and see what he could do for me, and I'm amazed at what I've gone through and on the healing process. I can now drive. I don't have pain in my foot. I also went through some eye surgery, and for 6 weeks I could not see. I was totally blind and a lot of pain from
And you'd have
lights.
to sit in what?
I had to sit in the dark,
Yeah.
basically for 6 weeks.
How come?
I had surgery in my eyes, and I just couldn't. The lighting was so bad, so excruciating. We had to cover all the windows up in my house. Couldn't go outside, and
The pain was extreme.
was excruciating.
Yeah.
Were piercing pain in the eyes, and finally, after 6 weeks and some treatments, and I can now see.
What about your vision of?
Vision is improved. I can see a peripheral vision back again.
Yeah, because that was gone.
Right, it was gone. I can
Yep.
and I can get out of the house. I was like, it's barricaded in the house, so I can see. I'm here.
Yeah.
Feel much better.
Yep.
So.
And with those treatments that we did for around the eyes with chondrology,
Yes.
you noticed that the vision came back.
I did, and we
yeah.
did mudding, and I was pretty bad, and all the surgeries I've had over the years, and I feel like a different person. I don't have the pain. I can move better, and I just overall, it's just wonderful, and
yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I'm just like a different person. So.
Very good. Thank you.
My name is Susan Nielsen, and from St. Cloud, and I came here and I had a lot of heel pain and nothing was really helping, and I've had this is my 3rd week of treatment here.
Mm-hmm.
And
how was the pain before coming in? What kind of?
Well, extreme. The pain was really strong. I mean, I kind of walked on my tiptoes. It was really hard to put the heel down onto the floor.
Yeah.
And
what did you enjoy doing that you quit doing?
Yeah, I really like to walk, and we have 2 dogs that I like to walk, and I would go on like 3-mile 5K 3-mile hikes,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't done that now for over a year.
Yeah.
And it's just really hard to exercise or be on my feet for any length of time.
Mm-hmm. Because you're experiencing a lot of pain.
A lot of pain, yeah, probably 9 out of 10. It was severe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd seen a podiatrist and had a cortisone shot at one point, but then I came back to see him a month later, which was just this week,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, I've never seen this happen. You went from like 6 point something in thickness of the fascia to 5 point something. He says, I've never seen this, and this is just phenomenal. And so he was so pleased and so
you have to
surprised at what.
But you didn't tell him what you did.
No, I didn't tell him what I did because I thought there was supposed to be some kind of animosity between chiropractors and doctors. So, but I will tell him. I'm going to see him again in 6 weeks, and I will tell him the miracle work that is done here.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing.
So if anyone else is having plantar fasciitis, pain in the heels, you'd recommend what we do.
And don't wait that long.
And don't
as
wait.
long. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't wait. Get in.
Very good.
Yeah.
Because it's only been, well,
3 weeks.
3 weeks now. Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
My name is Kathy, and I have been here 3 weeks, and I came in with back pain, lower back pain, and a very low energy level, and tired, and just not feeling really good. Okay. Life has changed for me because Dr. Young has helped me get rid of the back pain, and also through therapy with him, I have energy again. And part of that may be due to him telling me what kind of diet I was supposed to have and putting me on certain vitamins, natural kinds of things. But what has made the most difference is the QNRT.
Yeah.
And there's a lightening of the weight off my shoulders.
Like really, you really feel it.
I have energy and I have a lightness of heart. He's been able to help me identify some things in my life and that have been stressors, and has helped me to deal with all of that. And I'm just very thankful.
Yeah. So the low back pain is almost gone, and that's been in 2 weeks. And you've had the low back pain how long, would you say, prior?
A couple months.
Couple months intensely, but you've also been, like, chronically, you've been dealing with that.
I've been dealing with that for a long time.
Long time.
Off and on.
And then so much energy that you were out yesterday.
I was picking apples this weekend and cleaning out my refrigerator and cleaning my house and doing all kinds of things that I normally would not have had the energy to do.
Yeah. So that was, for you, it's like a drastic change.
Yes.
Like you would say, wow.
Yes.
Big difference. So I'm so glad that we could see that kind of change in 2 weeks. It's been phenomenal. So we're beginning the 3rd week now. So very good. Well, thank you for sharing. So what was it last summer?
Last summer, are you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
last summer I couldn't go for a walk because I had so much heel pain in both of my heels. And now I don't have heel pain and I can walk, and it doesn't matter what shoes I have on, I can walk.
Awesome.
Without pain.
Yeah. Well, great. Thank you for sharing.
My name is Ron Ramos. I came here 6 months ago. I'm on my 6-month checkup. I'm doing absolutely fabulous. I played 154 rounds of golf. 2 years ago, I was on the couch, wasn't able to get up, wasn't able to do anything. Doc here, just your miracle cure, and I told you once before, I owe you a bunch of gratitude. I feel great. All the pains, I have no sharp pains. They're all just basically dull, and I'm still healing. And I'm just here for my checkup.
And you can golf now?
I can golf. I'm working. I'm lifting. I'm doing everything I can. I'm slow, but I'm chipping away, and it's all thanks to the doctor.
How many hours are you on your feet before noon, would you say now?
I get up anywhere between 3 o'clock, energized, feeling I have 8 hours of rest. Sometimes I sleep in until 6. It all depends on the day and what I've done, but mostly I go on about 5-6 hours of sleep, and I have energy. I have to rest and get off my feet, just for the fact of it wears me out. My muscles aren't quite there yet, but other than that, I get up refreshed, good to go. Like I say, I have to kind of mellow out around noon, and then I'm right back at it around 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Big difference than before, where
big difference.
How much of the day you spend on the couch?
Big difference. I never noticed my prior life of how bad it was before, which, you live and learn and all that. I got your treatment, and it's a whole new world. I got a whole new outlook, respect in life.
All right, thank you for sharing.
Hi, my name
is Melissa, and I am 35. About 2.5 months ago, it'd be early July, I started having like some tingling in my feet. And so I went to my primary care provider, who started me on gabapentin for a couple of weeks. A couple weeks later, the tingling started in my hands. And then a couple weeks after that, it progressed to my buttocks, where it was just tingling. And then about the end of August, it started in my neck and my face. It was just like tingling and just like skull crushing pain. When I close my eyelids, they twitch. When I stick my tongue out, it tingles. When I close my jaw, my teeth will chatter, and my whole face feels like it's going like that constantly. From there, my doctors took me off gabapentin because it wasn't doing anything, and put me on Cymbalta and Lyrica, which I've been on for about 8 weeks now. And August was honestly hell. I went to a rheumatologist.
When you say hell, why was it hell?
Just like living in my body was miserable. I went from being perfectly fine, never having a health issue, headache, nothing in my life, maybe taking Tylenol once every 5 years, to spending every single night crying for like hours and hours and screaming, going to multiple ERs. I've been to about 9 ERs just begging for pain relief.
What kind of pain levels was that?
A 10. So I'd be up pretty much all night. I'd live off maybe a couple hours of sleep every 72 hours. And it was literally just curling in a ball, screaming, going to ERs. And if I wasn't in the ER, it was literally just thinking about suicide every minute of every day. And I've never thought about that in my life. I have a beautiful 4-year-old girl. I have an amazing husband. And I was gonna leave all of it because of the pain, and I couldn't get rid of it. So in August, though, I saw tons of specialists. I saw a rheumatologist. They did all of the blood work. All of that came back normal. I was referred to a neurologist who did an EMG of my feet and my legs, my hands and my arms, came back normal. So they did a skin biopsy of my lower leg, and up here, that came back normal. I had 2 MRIs of my brain, and cervical MRI. The U of M did a spinal tap. They also did a CT scan on my chest, and everything's still coming back normal. I've had multiple theories or speculations of what it could be. My neurologist said it's mild small fiber neuropathy, but again, that test came back negative, and this isn't mild, it's head to toe. And the things I'm telling the neurologist, he's telling me, are not even symptoms of small fiber neuropathy. Another speculation is I was 5 weeks postpartum as a surrogate when this all started. But that's speculation because I had my own child and I had no issues with that pregnancy. I did get the COVID vaccine in March and April, and that's another theory, is it could be related to the vaccine. But I've heard it's not, because it typically happens days or weeks after, and mine started months after. So again, it's all speculation, just because all of my tests have come back normal.
They don't know. All things are normal. And
right.
Were they able to rule out Guillain-Barré syndrome?
Yep. With the spinal tap, they feel it's not that.
So there's just no...
So kind of what I was left with is just increasing my dosage of Lyrica and Cymbalta, which haven't been helping anyways. And literally, I was just giving up on life. And then a coworker of mine saw a former friend from high school saw my post on Facebook about what I've been going through, and she suggested coming to the Functional Medicine Center in Buffalo. I started there probably about a week and a half ago, and right away, like, they started with all the treatments that they have available. I did pellet therapy, the microcurrent, adjustments with Dr. Robert, PMF. I've been doing it hardcore about a week and a half. And since then, this weekend was the first weekend that I've slept without any type of sleep aids. All I took was my Lyrica, did not take my trazodone that I've been taking for a month.
And the 10 out of 10 pain went down to what?
A 10 out of 10 pain went down to about a 3 or 4.
Enough that you could sleep?
Right, yep, enough that I can sleep. Like, I'm still uncomfortable, but I'm not in pain. Yesterday I went to like an apple orchard with my daughter all day, and I was able to do all the activities with her. And I haven't been able to do anything like that since July.
And what's the date today?
And today is October 4th.
So, a long time
Yes.
being in pain, and that
Yes.
just was debilitating.
And it makes you crazy. Like, it literally makes you think of thoughts you never thought you would think, and you just want to give up. When people are just telling you all they can do is increase your prescriptions, and that this is a progressive disease that they don't know what it is, and they
With
can't stop it.
All negative blood tests, there's nothing showing
Right,
anything.
nothing's showing
So
anything.
in my experience, I've never seen this specifically when there's nothing to point to, no diagnosis, no positive blood tests.
Right, and I've spent multiple nights at the U of M ER last week, and I spent 2 nights there for 48 hours. An entire team of rheumatologists and neurologists came to my hospital room from the campus across the street to speak with me, and it's all just speculation still. Everything came back normal, and they have no other tests to run.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, have you feel a glimmer of hope from what it's been?
Yes.
Speak to that.
Yeah, just like getting sleep alone, you don't realize like how much that affects your life, but literally just sleeping makes you feel like a normal person. Being able to do simple things like going to a movie with my daughter, going to an apple orchard, like it's just hope that I didn't have, because literally my whole life has just been doctor's appointments and laying in bed for 2 months straight.
Yeah. So if you're to speak to somebody out there who has similar no hope, I don't know, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the thick of it like that, honestly, I totally get why you have no hope. But try everything. I mean, there's something out there. Try functional medicine. Try Dr. Robert if you live near Buffalo. I mean, you got nothing to lose. It definitely won't get any worse. It could only get better.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yep.